There's a moment, right before everything begins to make sense, when it feels like it's all falling apart. Not slightly misaligned, not temporarily uncomfortable, but completely, undeniably undone. You question everything. You question yourself, your decisions, your resilience, your worth. You question your path, your purpose, your timing, even the universe itself. You replay conversations in your head, dissecting every word. You analyze your decisions as if clarity might be hiding inside one small detail you overlooked. You wonder if you missed a sign, ignored a warning, or somehow took a wrong turn that led you here. The silence feels louder than usual. The waiting feels heavier than it used to. And doubt, quiet but persistent, begins to whisper things that sound dangerously close to truth. It tells you you're behind. It tells you you're lost. It tells you maybe this isn't meant for you after all. But what you don't realize yet is that this is the moment right before it all begins to fall into place. This is the in-between, the space where the old story is ending, but the new one hasn't fully revealed itself yet. I know that lately, life hasn't felt like it's moving forward. It feels paused, delayed, suspended in uncertainty, like you're stuck between chapters, holding a page that hasn't turned. You've been giving, you've been trying, you've been hoping, you've been showing up, even when it's hard. And yet nothing seems to unfold the way you imagined it would. Doors have closed that you were certain were meant for you. Opportunities slip through your hands just when you thought you had them. People you believed would walk beside you have quietly walked away. Plans that once felt solid, structured, and certain have crumbled like sand the moment you tried to build on them. And in those quiet hours, when the world goes still and you're alone with your thoughts, it's easy to believe you've somehow fallen off your path. It's easy to think you missed your moment. It's easy to assume everyone else is moving ahead while you're somehow standing still. But what if this is the path? What if this pause is purposeful? Here's what most people never realize. The universe doesn't just move you forward when things are smooth and comfortable. It doesn't only operate through ease. It moves you through the breaking, through the uncertainty, through the unraveling. Because sometimes the old version of your life has to collapse before the new one can emerge. Sometimes the identity you've outgrown must dissolve completely before you can step into the one that truly fits. Sometimes the habits that once protected you now limit you, and they must fall away. Sometimes the relationships that no longer match your frequency must drift, even if you love them deeply. Growth isn't always graceful, and that collapse, that shaking, that dismantling, it's not a breakdown. It's construction happening beneath the surface. It's the foundation being rebuilt stronger than before. It means you're standing at the very edge of a major breakthrough, even if all you can see right now is rubble. Here's something the universe is trying to tell you right now. You are closer than you think, closer than your fear suggests, closer than your doubt admits, closer than your circumstances reflect. Every time your life begins to expand, there is resistance. Energy shifts. People drift, opportunities dissolve, and for a while it feels like you're losing more than you're gaining. It feels like subtraction, like life is taking instead of giving, but what's actually happening is alignment. And alignment isn't peaceful at first. It's disruptive. It shakes loose everything that no longer fits the version of you that's about to rise. It challenges your comfort zone. It tests your patience. It exposes your fears. It forces you to release what's familiar, even when familiar feels safe. When the universe is preparing you for your next level, it doesn't always feel like growth. It feels like endings, like confusion, like standing in the dark wondering if you somehow missed your turn. But you didn't miss it. You are walking through it. The unknown is not punishment. It is passage. It is the hallway between who you were and who you are becoming. And hallways are not meant to be permanent. They are meant to be walked through. And here's the truth. Before everything falls into place, you will be asked to trust, deeply, irrationally, blindly, to trust without proof, to trust without guarantees, to trust without immediate evidence. Because trust is the currency of transformation. The universe is not asking if you can see the entire path. It's asking if you can take the next step. It's asking if you can keep moving even when clarity hasn't arrived yet. It's asking if you can believe in the unseen just as strongly as you once believed in what you could touch. There always comes a moment, a single message, that changes everything. Maybe it's a sentence you read at exactly the right time, a song that finds you when you need it most, a conversation you didn't expect to have, a stranger's words that echo in your chest long after they've been spoken, a quiet realization that suddenly clicks into place like a missing puzzle piece. Because right before everything falls into place, the universe sends reminders, little signs, subtle nudges, unexpected synchronicities. They whisper, "Keep going." They murmur, "This is your time." They gently remind you, you are not forgotten. What I need you to understand is this: things will work out for you. Not because life is always easy, not because challenges disappear, but because you are being shaped for what is meant to stay. And when it does work out, it won't always come the way you expect. It might seem random, sudden, almost unbelievable in its timing, but nothing is random when you are in alignment. What feels accidental is often orchestrated. What looks delayed is often divine timing unfolding perfectly behind the scenes. The energy is shifting beneath your feet, even if you can't see the rearrangement happening yet. Stay open, stay grounded, and remember this: everything you've been through, the heartbreaks, the setbacks, the long nights filled with overthinking, the disappointments that cracked you open, the trials and tribulations that tested your faith, none of it was wasted. Not one tear, not one failure, not one unanswered prayer, not one moment of doubt. Every loss built strength in you that comfort never could. Every pause taught you patience that rushing would have stolen. Every rejection redirected you towards something more aligned. Every delay protected you from something not meant to last. And now the universe is rearranging what's yours, not to punish you, but to position you, not to break you, but to prepare you. You are not being left behind. You are being lined up. Right now, in this very moment, life is quietly falling into place behind the scenes. Pieces are moving in rooms you haven't entered yet. Conversations are forming between people you haven't met. Doors are preparing to open at exactly the right second, even if you can't see it yet. That's the beauty of divine timing. You don't have to force it. You don't have to chase what's already aligned for you. You don't have to manipulate outcomes or prove your worth. You don't have to exhaust yourself trying to control every detail. You only have to stay open, stay steady, stay willing to receive what's next. Because what's coming is peace, not chaos. What's coming is clarity, not confusion. What's coming is expansion, not limitation. And one day soon, you'll look back at these uncertain, confusing days, the ones where you questioned everything, and you'll realize they were sacred. They were the bridge, the transition, the initiation into your next chapter. They were the space where you shed the old skin, released the outdated beliefs, and prepared to step into the life that was always waiting for you. So if you're reading this right now, consider it your sign, not a coincidence, not an accident, not just another message scrolling past your screen. A sign. The universe is preparing you for something bigger than you can yet imagine, bigger than your current circumstances, bigger than your present doubts, bigger than the limitations you've quietly placed on yourself. You may not see the evidence yet. You may not have the confirmation, but preparation doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes it looks like patience. Sometimes it looks like being pulled back before you're propelled forward. Sometimes it looks like silence before the breakthrough. Everything is shifting, not against you, but for you. Even the things that didn't work out, even the plans that unraveled, even the doors that closed without explanation, they are not proof of failure. They are proof of redirection. So breathe with me, slowly, deeply. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let the weight you've been carrying loosen its grip, even if just for this moment. Trust this time, even if it feels uncertain, even if it feels slower than you'd like. even if it feels like everyone else is moving while you are waiting. Trust this unfolding, because not all growth is loud. Not all transformation is visible. Some of the most powerful shifts happen quietly, within your mindset, within your boundaries, within the way you now respond instead of react. Trust this message. If it resonates, it's because some part of you already knows. Some part of you recognizes that you are not lost. You are evolving. Trust yourself. Trust the version of you that kept going when quitting would have been easier. Trust the version of you that still believes, even after disappointment. Trust the version of you that feels tired but refuses to give up. Let what's meant for you find you, because it will. You don't have to chase it endlessly. You don't have to force it into existence. What is truly aligned will not require you to abandon yourself to receive it. It will meet you where you are becoming stronger, wiser, clearer. And when it does, when it finally aligns in a way that feels effortless and right, you'll understand why the waiting was necessary. You'll understand why certain people couldn't stay, why certain opportunities fell apart, why certain dreams had to change shape. You'll see that the endings were not punishments, they were protection. You'll see that the confusion wasn't chaos, it was recalibration. You'll see that none of it was random. Every delay had direction, every detour had meaning, every pause had purpose. If this message found you at the right moment, declare it, not for the universe, but for yourself. Say it with intention. Say it with readiness. Say it even if your voice trembles. I'm ready to receive peace, ready to receive clarity, ready to receive opportunities that align, ready to receive love that feels safe, ready to receive abundance without fear. Let the universe feel your intention. Let your spirit hear your own voice. Let your declaration anchor your faith in something bigger than fear, bigger than doubt, bigger than the old stories that tried to convince you that you weren't enough. Stand in that readiness. Stand in that openness. And remember, your timing is never off. Not when things take longer than expected. Not when you feel behind. Not when you're still figuring it out. It's divine. It is orchestrated in ways you cannot always see, but will one day fully understand. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not off track. You are exactly where transformation begins.